Hello, peeps! I am Tidbit, and this video's showcase is of Scrapper. Got it right. Totally. They are from the Studio Series 86 line. And they turn into a wheeled loader. At least, that's what Dreamwave called it. And if we look around here, I don't see any obvious robotness. Let's take these pieces off. You take this one off from this little peg sticking out into this side. There's only on the one side. And then there's this one that goes with this peg into one of these back tabs, this far one specifically. You can also take off the little gun and use this little tiny peg to go practically anywhere you want. You can have it handle in, you can have it handle out, whichever way you want to display it. But we're not here necessarily for display features. We're here for a combined mode, because this is a Constructicon. This turns into a limb. So the very first thing you want to do is take the bucket, move it up, go in here, grab this little tiny green tab, click it down. Then you are going to want to take this and disconnect from this little tab here to this little point here. And for all of you who actually stay for the transformations, here's a little secret fan mode. It's like it's got a trailered version, so you can carry long things. So you just disconnect these away. Then you take this part and you rotate it down. Next, you can take these ladder bits and disconnect from the main body. And you do that on both sides. Then, at this pin up here, you can rotate this whole part up and out, and then rotate this around to reattach it to those pegs, and you do the same on the other side. Then just straighten these pieces out. And finally, you disconnect these two pieces, like so. And that looks kind of weird, doesn't it? Well, that is because these two pegs are going to go into rails and go around a point in the knee. So this is the position you want it before transforming. And then when you are transforming it, you want the cab spun around. Oops. But you put these around, you click them together, you bring this part down to connect the cab and these 2 points, like so. And then you squeeze these back together using this spot to attach to this peg, like so. And then this is what it will look like when it's attached to the rest of Devastator. And you may be wondering why it looks kind of weird with these giant gaps. That's because there's a ratchet joint in here for ankle tiltage. The mighty strength of foot. Doesn't work singular, but let's put them back in vehicle mode to show the transformation. You'll want to disconnect these, spin the cab back around, put that back, put the ladders back in their spot, reconnect everything, and put these back up and under. And then, for this little tab, you can take it out like normal, or you can bend this down, bring it up, and it automatically just picks it up. And then you can just move it so it's in line with the rest of this, and it doesn't look too out of place and bang into stuff. So, let's transform them. What you are going to want to do is take this whole assembly, move it up and back. You can rotate the cab around, but I prefer this way, to not even touch the cab. Next, you're going to take these points, move them out. Then use the toe as leverage to disconnect the rest of the foot away from this peg. And you do that on both sides. Then you can take these back areas, spin them around, and attach them to said peg. Then disconnect, take the ladders, disconnect from the main body, but then rotate there. And you do the same on both sides. Next is a tricky part. You gotta pull out the shoulders till they click about at this range. Like that. Then flip out the hands and open the chest. Tilt this up so you can get a grip, move it up, and connect the chest to the bottom of the neck. And boom, here is Scrapper. And this is so good. I love how chunky they feel. All their joints and stuff are so good, and they're so expressive with their large, wide shoulders. They can move their arms about in crazy situations and even rotate for even wackier poses. Their feet are nice and big to hold this giant piece, which I love the look of it. It gives them such a distinct vibe and look, and you can hold stuff in here. And let's pull out the weapons again. We've got Scrapper's little gun. Just a reliable blaster for a reliable leader. And then, this is not mentioned on the instructions at all. You can take this gun, and you see this hole going through it? You can put it on this tiny little peg on the bucket. And you can spin it around. I like to keep it here, because then it looks like they could easily reach back to grab it. But yeah, that's not on the instructions, and you gotta be careful, because there's that little peg that won't play nice if you put it the other way around. Next, let's take out the big purple bits, which, yeah, are just big old guns. This is like what the Power Rangers use before they go full Megazord. This is the bigger gun that won't kill people just yet. But you can take these two pieces and attach them together to make Devastator's blaster is long. This is the part of the kit of the model that I do not like. Because if we just take normal gun here, it doesn't, you can't put stuff in here. You can't get wacky with putting stuff on these. They're their own one size. They don't even fit Megatronus's shoulder. So it's not even like, oh, it's just the larger peg size. It's weird. It reduces creativity. Because this would be a fun connector to attach to a tank, but you can't. This doesn't fit. But no matter, we can take these, stick them into that port, and have them all hanging off the back of Scrapper. They don't mind. They're used to carrying their team. Literally, they're the foot. But we're not here to talk about who's the best. We're here for fan modes. So, let's just take this off. We won't need them. Spin the head around. Collapse the hands inward. Rotate backwards on the elbow. Then rotate the shoulders up and compress them in. Like so. Then move the arms out like that. You are then going to want to take the scoop, put it up in its normal position, and use this little green piece to hide the face. Next, you're going to want to take the foot and disconnect it from both ends and rotate this and rotate it down, and then rotate this piece down like so. And you're going to want to do that on the other side. Until you get something that looks like, you spin the cab around, something that looks like this. What is this? It doesn't look like much, but if we just open the cabin, we can take a little headmaster and stick her in. Now what is it? Well, it's starting up. If we just imagine that they can fit inside, this would close up, and the startup sequence would initiate. Weapons being primed, weapons online, hover engaged, wings going out, and thrusters priming. And now you've got something. You've got a mean little hover fighter. That's, if you did everything correctly, you can actually have these wheels spin each other. They won't do it right now because of the heat. But, ain't this cute? It's a little flyer. And we didn't even have to use the chest plate wings for it. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like the video, comment your thoughts, check out the playlist for previous videos, and subscribe to be notified when new ones come out. Bye-bye!